We're live.
So,
So, the second biggest question I have for you today is
what's the first?
well, we'll get to that. The second biggest question is, should I join the Navy?
It depends what you're looking for.
It's a very good answer.
What are you looking for?
What are the pros and cons?
Pros? Stable income, stable. You can save a lot because most of the stuff's provided to you that you need. Just buy food and whatever you want to do.
What's the con? What's the catch?
You're owned by the government.
How many years?
So I think the minimum is just 4 years, but there's a catch to it. Every contract you sign is technically 8 years.
Why?
So it's 4 years active, and then
reserve.
and then another 4 is going to be reserves, but it's not like I don't think it's like your regular reserves. It's like if shit goes down, still in that 4 years, they can call you back in.
Yeah.
But I don't think you guys should do anything.
So give me your whole Navy experience so far. So boot camp was what, 8 weeks?
I don't even remember.
Did it go by fast?
So mine was weird because we had to quarantine too because of COVID. So yeah, it did go by fast. The longest part felt like was the quarantine. I just sat in a room with this person I just met for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, what did they give you to do? Anything or
Nothing.
no?
You just sit there. You could study your recruit handbook and tell you to learn your general orders and the Navy creed, the sailor's creed.
So did they take away all your stuff, like go through the regular boot camp stuff and then quarantine you, or no?
Yeah, they gave us, so you get off the bus. First, I first showed up to Chicago in the airport, so I'm like looking for where to go. I have no fucking clue, and I'm walking in front of another group of people with their little, or when we get depped in, they give us this little backpack. So I see other people with it, like, oh, bet. So I start following them around, like, do you guys know where to go? Like, nope. So we're just wandering around the Chicago airport for a while. And then we walk in down these flight of stairs, and we're just getting yelled at by this man with a thick African accent. Telling us to get in line and a bunch of stuff, and then we just sit there for like an hour or two just doing nothing. Can't talk or anything.
Why can't you talk?
Because it's like already started at the airport, and then like civilians just walking by, so they were all just sitting there, fucking just doing nothing, getting yelled at by this big African man. And
So like, you have to take a public plane to the base, like
no, they bussed us to the hotel we quarantined in. We quarantined in a hotel. And
So where did you do basic?
Great Lakes, Chicago.
Oh.
Illinois.
So you just wandered around the airport like trying to find your bus, basically?
Yeah, well, pretty much. And we just sat there for a bit, and yeah, I don't know. Then we get to the hotel. We get put in this big like room, and they start yelling at us, tell us to do certain stuff. But they give us a bag of stuff. We got our sea bag. Gave us just our like PT uniform that we just wore for the whole 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you wear it for the whole 2 weeks?
That's all we had. They took all our stuff.
Really?
We put all our stuff in a box, and they just gave us a bag of all the stuff that we could have, and we didn't get that box till after boot camp. And we put our phone in it and all the stuff.
So you sat in a room for 2 weeks.
Yeah, with the clothes we wore, we all had to get naked and take our clothes off and get dressed into the PT gear.
Even underwear?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
This one dude didn't know how to speak English, so he's like doesn't. He's so confused. He didn't know what to do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's terrible. So you're in a room for 2 weeks in a hotel with nothing but your PT uniform with a random person you just met.
Yeah, the dude I was quarantined with was pretty cool. He got, it was either he joined the military or he was going to prison though.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
What did he do?
I don't know. Him and his twin brother were both there. Marshall. His twin brother was in my division, but I don't know. They were from Jacksonville, Florida, and like he said he went to like juvie a bunch of times, a bunch of military schools.
That's
Try to
good.
train him, but nah, this is his choice.
I didn't think they still did that.
I didn't either, but he told me that's what happened. I don't know.
So boot camp happens. After boot camp, what happens next? They give you your assignment.
Yeah. Oh, I already. There's different bases with different training commands for each job you get. So like the boatman mates or whatever, they go right next door to boot camp to their place. I went to Pensacola, Florida, and on Corey Station, there's 2 of them. All the aviation people also go there, but it's a different base. But all the CT rates, except CTIs, the CTT, CTRs, CTMs, CTNs, they all go there, and ITs go there.
So how many people's on this base?
I don't really know. I know when I went, it was overpopulated, and I think they said that only around like 1,000 something were supposed to be there, but it was like 2,000 something.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah.
Did it feel overpopulated?
Yeah, they built a whole new building for barracks, so I guess. But let's try to be whatever.
So you went there for classes for how long?
I don't even know.
Was it like a year?
Yeah, so I graduated and I got to the base on October, I think 15th of 2020, and I just left 2 weeks ago, so
It's a year, roughly.
a little over a year.
So, I know we have the infamous pizza story, but you have any other stories from the base?
Pizza? Oh.
Where I don't think it was pizza, but you DoorDash just took your food.
Oh, the Popeyes. No, a lot of dumb stuff happened. Like, I was walking to Taco Bell right off base. They always put bases in the most low-income area because it's cheaper for the land. So, my barber, he got mugged right off base. he was walking out of the barber shop and they took his phone, his wallet, and they pistol whipped him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then I walked to Taco Bell one time and I watched this crackhead or whatever he was just fall out of a tree and he was just laying there after, like, right outside of front of Taco Bell.
So the base can't do anything, right? Because they don't have any jurisdiction?
No. It's not on base, so no.
But what if, like, something happens to you?
Yeah. I mean, depends if it's my fault or not. But if I get mugged or something, yeah, I mean, they'll take care of it.
Well, do you call the base or do you call the cops?
Probably the cops first. I don't know. There's been stuff happened on base too. Like this Marine got really drunk on base. He went into the female barracks.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Just in his underwear, just started banging on all the doors, and the MAs were chasing him, and he fell down the stairs and broke his leg. So that happened.
Oh my god!
And when I first got there, they just opened up. Like, we weren't allowed to. Before I got there, they weren't even allowed to leave base because of COVID. So, like, morale was really low, and there were a couple suicides on base.
It's fun.
Yeah, people were. It's like in a kind of like an apartment complex, sort of. So it's like there's doors lined up on like balconies, and like I think it was a Marine who jumped off like the third story balcony, killed himself.
Kind of looks like a hotel, right?
Yeah, more like a
Motel,
motel. Yeah. But yeah, that happened twice, so we started calling it the Corey diving team.
Oh my god.
So that was an inside joke of the base.
So how often were you allowed off base?
It was pretty chill. Whenever we weren't working, so I had class every morning. I'd wake up around like 4:30, get in uniform, and then we had to meet at the march off spot, and we'd have to march like it was only like half a mile to our compound where we'd do class, and then we'd get out of there by like noon, and I was done for the day.
So why do you have to march?
It's dumb. It's to make sure that everyone gets there and that we can account for people.
So what if somebody doesn't get there?
They get in trouble. They count as UA.
Which is
Unauthorized absence, I think. So first they try calling them, and if they still don't pick up, they go to their room and see if they're in there. One time, my friend Esteban, he lived off base because he had a wife and stuff. So
and they let you live off base?
Yeah, because she moved down, and he lived like almost 30 minutes away.
Jesus.
Yeah, so he woke up, he was drinking the night before, so he was hungover, and he woke up late, and they're trying to call him and stuff, and so he finally messaged him back, and like, called him, and like, oh yeah, I have to take my wife to appointments and stuff, and he got fucked up for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like bad?
Yeah, they threatened to make him live back on base. He just got promoted, so they're gonna demote him. A bunch of stuff. And he got screamed at in the goat locker for a bit.
It's the goat locker.
Where all the chiefs hang out. And you have to walk in there and they just all yell at you.
How long do you have to do that for?
Until they want to.
Oh my god, so you could just be in there for like an hour?
Until they're done with you, yeah.
Oh my god.
You think you stand there at attention?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
You ever had that happen to you?
No. Hey, I managed to sweep by in boot camp, and they're not trying to yell at you. I never really got in trouble on base, but yeah, I never got yelled at that much directly.
So you do classes, and then what's your job? Isn't it just watch?
Yeah, in training command, we have, I think at the time we had 8 duty sections. So every 8 days, you'd have your duty day, and you get assigned to watch or whatever. And you had to do musters all day and stuff.
It was musters.
Like attendance.
Oh. So how often do they make you do PT?
Because of COVID, it was kind of, we didn't really do much.
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh
that was
boy.
nice. In boot camp, we did it every day, obviously, but not on the training command now.
Wasn't there like tests that you have to complete?
Yeah, every year, or yeah, well, it's every year. I'm not sure if you have 1 a year or 2 a year, but you have your PRT, which is, well, first they do your body mass index. They weigh you, they weigh you and see how tall you are and see if you meet the criteria or whatever. And then you do your PRT, which is 1.5 miles, push-ups, and a plank. And I think it depends on how old you are and stuff, but the 1.5 miles, I think, is, I forgot.
What do you mean?
Like the time limit you have to complete it in.
Well, it's probably not hard, right?
It's not that hard.
What's the plank? Like you just have to make
You
it
have
to
to-
a certain time?
Yeah. It used to be sit-ups, but I don't know why they changed it. I just think the plank is better, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. So you get done with that for a year, then you go on a ship. So like on the ship, like what is there to eat? Like, what's the daily food every single day?
I haven't been yet, so
Really? They don't tell you?
I mean, I'm sure it's just typical galley food,
Which is...
which is how I've had it explained to me. So they usually have like a set thing. So on this day, like Taco Tuesday, like you can do some shitty tacos.
The Navy does Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. And some other pizza on Friday. I don't know.
So what? Well, you had galley food when you were on base, right?
Yeah, but
So
I'm
that-
sure that's probably better since we're on land. They can just have
Yeah.
whatever.
So what is there to do for like recreation on the ship?
Not much.
Nothing. They have
I
a
mean,
gym.
Yeah, they have gyms. You can look at the water.
Really? They don't have like
It
anything.
depends. Well, I'm sure they have a lot more on like an aircraft carrier since it's so big. But now that I heard, like people can bring their laptops, their switches, their PlayStations or whatever.
They can bring them. Why
Yeah.
don't you even bring yours?
The thing is, there's not much room to keep them. And I don't know. I've never been on the ship yet, so I don't know where I can keep them. My sponsor on my ship said there's not much room. Like,
So what's a sponsor?
it's the person when you get your orders to your ship, you make contact with somebody on the ship, and they help you transition to the ship. So it's somebody that's in my job that's already there.
Oh, okay. So do they like volunteer for that, or you just get stuck with it?
You probably just get stuck with it. I'm not really sure.
Wow.
So one of my classes when they were leaving, their sponsors didn't even reply.
Wow.
And I just ignored them, so they were in the dark the whole time.
So you said you didn't know how much room you have. It's because you're basically just gonna be living in a box, right?
Yeah, it's the berthing rooms. It's just like 3 beds lined up throughout the whole room, and the only room you get for yourself is your bed lifts up, and there's like a little locker in there. That's all you get.
So you're gonna be rooming with 2 other people.
No, it's an open room. So yeah, there's gonna be 2 people wherever I am, either above me, below, or whatever. But there's a whole room of them. It's not like just a 3 in a room, 3 in a room. Like
So how many people in a room then?
20, 30, I don't know.
In like this giant room,
Yeah.
and then you just go to like your bunk, and you have your locker, and that's it.
Yeah, and you can shut a curtain. There's a curtain in front of it.
Oh,
That's your
I was
privacy.
gonna say there's really no privacy like that.
That's your only privacy.
Wow. I assume like they have showers on
Yeah.
board, and it's gotta be weird. So you're gonna be on a destroyer? Cruiser? So how big are cruisers?
About the same size as a destroyer. Destroyer and cruisers are like the smaller ones, I guess. I don't know the dimensions or anything.
But as far as like living, like that's the smallest, one of the smallest you could get to live in, besides obviously a submarine.
Yeah, I mean, I've always heard that cruisers and destroyers are better than like a carrier and stuff.
Really?
For different reasons, like maybe the carrier has like more stuff, but there's like 5,000 people on a carrier.
How many people are on a cruiser?
500.
Oh,
So like it's pretty much like a small town on a cruiser,
yeah.
and like you can talk to somebody one day, you'll never see them again.
On the ship?
On a cruiser, I mean on a carrier.
Wow.
But I heard on a cruiser, like it's more, you get to know everybody. You'll know everybody by the time you're living on there on a deployment, whatever. So like, and the work's better. Like
Because you know everybody?
that, and so people can help each other out. Like, you make friends with a good cook, you can get more food and stuff. That's a thing. I guess connections are everything.
Wow. So there's like a whole black market thing going on with like
probably.
food and stuff?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Everything's shady in the fucking military.
Why is it shady?
Dude, it just is. Phone's going off, but yeah, like if you know the people who like do like stock the vending machines or the people who run like the supplies, like you can get stuff more easy than other people.
Yeah, like who are the people that get stuck with like the janitor position and like stocking the vending machines?
That's an actual job. It's called a retail specialist.
Who gets stuck with
You
that?
pick it.
Really?
Yeah, that's like an actual rate, like your job.
They don't.
Like when you take your ASVAB and you go to maps, yeah, and like, all right, what job do you want? That's
So if you get a really low score on the ASVAB, you're not gonna have like any choices.
yeah.
Okay.
That's how you get stuck as a cook, or well, some people want it. I don't know, but or a retail specialist or a BM. Boatman, mate. Those are the people that paint the ship and.
Oh god, sounds so much fun.
Yeah.
So, how often do you have to do drills?
As in,
Like ship drills?
I mean, I haven't been on a ship, so.
They don't tell you?
It's pretty regular. All the stuff on the ship, like when you lead up to deployment, like before deployment, you have to do a bunch of stuff to get ready for the deployment. Make sure everything works. How good everybody is at doing stuff and the different drills. Like I do like a man overboard drill. There's a fire on the ship. For my job, a missile coming or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because your ship has to maintain like combat readiness, right?
Yeah.
So, when you get out of the Navy, what's your plan? What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Come on, you gotta know exactly what you want to do.
What?
You gotta know exactly what you want to do.
Why is that?
Because everyone knows exactly what they want to do.
That's bullshit. I don't know. I'll have a lot of experience once I get out, and I have a top secret clearance. So
you have access to the nukes.
No.
So you have access to a lot of nukes.
No.
A little bit of nukes.
No.
Any nukes.
Nope.
No nukes.
No.
I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't crack them.
Yeah. Well, top secret is you don't know that much.
But you know a lot about nukes.
No. Like, they keep it on like a need to know basis. So my top secret is only for like the stuff I know about. Or I don't even know that much yet.
It's all like divided up, right? So like you all are working towards one big job, but it's like all in parts.
Yeah, you can put it that way. That makes sense. Like, I only know the stuff I need to know for my job.
Alright, so the biggest question I have for you today is are the DMT elves real?
I'll learn eventually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I doubt. I'd definitely take it.
Yeah?
Not now, obviously, I can't.
Why not? It only lasts 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how long that stays in your system and stuff. No tolerance in the military.
You're gonna be working someday and then like you're gonna burn some fat and it's just gonna hit you again?
Is that how that works?
No, I don't know. That's how like Xanax works or something.
I think it's acid.
Maybe Valium. I don't know.
I don't know.
You ever taken acid?
No.
Would you?
I don't know. Psychedelics always intrigued me, but no. I prefer more like natural stuff, I guess.
Acid's pretty natural. It's made in the lab.
Nah. Like, I'd probably do, like, shrooms over acid.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. But aren't shrooms, like, worse than acid? Like, not worse, heavier and like,
I don't think so.
No?
I don't know. I've had it explained to me. I don't know if it's correct at all, but like acid's like shroom is more like the what's it called, the log ride, like on an amusement park. Like it's like okay, you go up and then down, and get a little wet,
and that's it.
And that's it. But acid's more like fucking roller coasters, just spinning in circles.
Ugh.
Fucking upside down and shit. I don't know.
So, you don't know if the DMT elves are real or not?
No.
That's the whole reason I brought you on. I thought you would know. I thought the Navy's like covering... That's another thing. Are aliens real?
I gotta go.
No comment.
I don't know. I was watching Joe Rogan myself, and they're talking about, I think the Navy commander, and he's a pilot for jets, and some like one of the weapon targeting systems picked up with things that was like a fucking tic tac moving at like hundreds of thousands miles per hour in like different directions.
Wow. So if you see a UFO, or like pick up a UFO on radar, will you let us know?
I mean, fuck it.
Well, there's probably some security stuff, right?
Probably.
Like that stuff doesn't come out till like years later.
I'm not really sure. I don't know how, if I would even catch that. I'd probably, if I'm working, say I'm working on just doing my watch on a ship when we're underway, and someone picks up on my radar, I don't even know how I'd be able to determine if that's that, because the thing's a fucking green screen that just fucking...
It's just a blip, right?
Yeah, and I get like different numbers. Like I can't really actually see it, but maybe I can see it, how fast it moves. I don't know. If it's moving at that fast, I'll probably think it's a fucking missile.
Oh man. Well, that's if it's coming at you.
Yeah.
So what if it's going away from you and they think it's a missile?
I don't even know.
That'd be interesting. So what's your best story from the Navy so far? Like, what's been the highlight? What's the like top recruiting point?
Top recruiting point?
No, okay.
Like,
Just what's your best story?
I'm trying to get you to join.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I really haven't done much yet, but
What about the hotel story?
me dying on my birthday. Yeah, that happens a lot.
You didn't die. You just were unconscious for some hours.
I've never really drank until I got to the Navy. Every weekend I'd go to my friend's house and just die.
Esteban?
Yeah.
What does his wife think?
She's the worst of all.
Really?
Dude, she can... Like, I'd be fucking drinking and then, like, get tired or, get too drunk and I go to sleep and I wake up at... And it's fucking 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. She's still up taking shots. I'm like, how are you alive? and she's the only one up. Or like, there's one other person up with her.
What does she do? Like, does she have a job?
Not right now, but she was a bartender back in San Diego.
There you go.
They're crazy.
How old is Esteban? Like our age?
29.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had a degree and everything.
Why'd he join the Navy?
I don't know.
Never asked him.
I did, but he said that his dad was, and then they're kind of like stagnant. They weren't really doing nothing. He wanted to be the provider and help more with his wife. He wasn't go officer, but
Yeah, he could have gone officer with a degree, right?
His GPA wasn't the greatest.
They look at your GPA?
Yeah.
I thought you just had to have a degree.
No, they look at for all that shit.
What is it, like 3 or higher?
I know that He lives by the seas, get degrees mindset.
What about your other roommate there? The one that you hated,
No,
that you were with for a while.
Yeah, me and him were in the same division together. Hated that kid.
What's he doing now?
He's in Spain. I haven't talked to him since he left.
Didn't he talk to his girlfriend like loud on the phone every night?
Every day, dude. He'd fucking, and then when he just talked to her, he'd yell at her, call her fat repeatedly.
Really? Oh my god.
And like try to give her a workout routine to do when I don't even know.
He was actually serious about it?
Yes. Because she was trying to join the Marines or something. And, he just got married to her.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I wonder if she lost the weight.
I don't care.
So, you never like yelled at him, right? Like,
No.
For that? Because I remember you're always like, man, I really wish I could yell at him. Like when he was out.
That would just make it awkward, and then we'd still be living together.
Yeah, but I mean.
He left a cello when he left. The big one.
Like the instrument?
Yeah, he bought a cello and tried to learn how to play, and he broke it. The second day he got
That's
it.
what he spent his money on?
But dude, I know I deleted it. I had a picture of him like sitting there with it. And I'm just sitting here trying to like watch something, play games, and I hear. Like, I don't even know. He wasn't good.
So what?
Drove me crazy.
What happened? You just ended up throwing it out?
No, when he left it there.
Yeah. So did you throw it out?
No, I sold it. I got
you sold the cello, the broken cello.
I got $250 for it.
Oh my god! Who bought it?
So there's an app that everyone uses called Yodel, and it's just like an anonymous.
What?
An anonymous like messaging app where like
a black market for instruments.
You post something and it goes out there and like everyone in the area can see it, and everyone at base sold stuff on it.
Oh,
people used it.
Okay.
People used it like, hey, I need a ride. I'll pay somebody and then whatever. But I just posted it on there and someone like, yeah, I'll buy it. I'm like, all right.
So it's like a Craigslist for the Navy.
I mean, you can get it too. It's just an app.
Oh.
It's like Yippee app, I think it's called. That's a thing too. An old app. I don't know.
So like, what's the scariest thing that happened to you in the Navy so far?
Navy?
Any near-death experiences? Any experiences make you rethink your life choices?
I think the closest I came to dying in the Navy was drinking.
Oh.
But
Is there alcohol out on the ship?
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, there's no way they'd be able to trust people with that.
I mean, when you go into like a foreign port, there is you can buy bottles and they have like liquor lockers, they call them. You can lockers you can store like liquor bottles.
On the ship.
On the ship,
You can't let you bring alcohol on the ship.
You can't touch it. It's only, like just if you want to import it back.
Oh, like foreign stuff.
Yeah.
That's dumb. What's the point if you can't touch it?
You can touch it when you get back.
What if you get to another port?
Then you might be able to. I'm sure you can.
So they'll let you get drunk. They just want you to do it on land.
Yeah, you can go get wasted in a port and stumble back onto the ship.
So,
I do have a story, but it's not my story.
Okay.
So, my instructor, he was telling me, and they stopped in a port in like some Asian islands over in Asia.
It's fine.
All right, and so they come to port and they all get wasted and they're drinking and everything, and then they all stumble back on the ship. And he gets back in his rack to sleep, and he's sleeping, and all of a sudden he wakes up to like getting wet. He's like, why is there water or liquid dripping on me? What is happening? So he looks up, he gets out of his rack, and the dude above him, he's like, he thinks he pissed himself.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So he wakes him up. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Go to the bathroom, whatever. And oh, I'm sorry. They alright, just don't let it happen again. He cleans his sheets, whatever. And it's the next day, they go back out to the port, and they all get drunk again. And he gets back in the rack that night, and all of a sudden, there's like shit in his rack, and like literal shit.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's all piss and everything. Like, what is happening? So he went and got a chief, or whatever. And at this point, they're already like going back underway. And they left the port. And like, all right, you need to talk to this dude or move him or something. And so they search his whole rack, and like they open his rack up, and there's a fucking monkey. The dude wasn't like pissing himself or shooting. He stole a monkey from the island and shoved it in his rack, and then he tried to smuggle it back.
They let him carry it on the ship?
I guess he hid it in his pocket or something. I don't know.
How do you hide a monkey?
I don't know, but he hid it back and got it back on the ship.
Oh my god!
And
what was he feeding it?
It's only been like a matter of like 3 days, but they're back underway and they have a fucking monkey on board now.
So what did they do?
And well, we can't have it on board. So you know what they fucking did?
What?
Just threw it overboard in the middle of the ocean.
They just killed the monkey?
Well, they didn't kill it, but
Oh my god!
they threw it overboard.
How was the monkey? Was he like?
It's one of those like little monkeys. I don't know.
Was he like calm, or was he freaking out?
I don't know. But,
Just hit him in his locker. Oh my god.
yeah, and
Like what? So what about you though? I need a story from you. Like what's your I mean there's obviously Waka Flocka. That was pretty crazy. But what's the second craziest?
I sort of flew a plane for a little bit while I was down there.
But that's just where they let you like grab the stick.
No, my friend, he was my friend Esteban's roommate for a bit. They knew each other from back home, but he was living here. He was an officer, but he got medically sapped. But he was a pilot, so yeah, he let us fly out. Yeah, he had his own plane. We were flying. And then he wanted to fly, so he got up, and I was like flying the actual plane, and we fucking crashed.
Like, did he tell you what to do?
Yeah. He's like, alright, fly.
I don't know.
But it was kind of cool. We flew over like the beach and stuff, and yeah, I don't know.
I want to get my pilot's license. I'm jealous. Was it just propeller plane?
Yeah. He was flying. I don't even know what one he was in. Yeah. I don't know how many, like, I can't think of any stories right now.
What's the worst injury you've ever seen?
And, like, ever? Or?
Yeah, ever. Gotta be wrestling, right? Something happened during wrestling?
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Did Quinn even get hurt? The state tournament, I watched Quinn Burlingham get dropped on his neck. I thought he was dead. Like, he was just laying there.
Like, did everyone else think he was dead?
He wasn't moving.
Did you just get knocked out?
I think so. I don't think he broke anything. I forgot. And then in boot camp, our chief did this thing where whenever we'd open our racks in boot camp, there's a little stick thing to keep it up, so we don't like just left it. But it had hydraulics just in case. So every time he caught somebody with the stick thing not out, he'd make us do this thing to open and close it repeatedly. But this kid didn't put the stick thing in. And he opened it and just left it there. And then his hydraulics broke and his rack fell and smashed both his hands. and broke him.
Like, was he like opening his locker or something? Like,
Yeah, he opened the locker. It's not like a pull-out locker. You push your bed up and it like flips out.
oh, okay.
So he was just grabbing stuff out and he was pulling his hands back or in or whatever, and the whole bed just fell in this metal and just crushed his hands.
How heavy was it, do you think?
I don't know, probably like 20, 40 pounds.
Just right on his hands?
Yeah.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
falling.
So was his hands probably shattered?
Oh,
Or?
100%.
Ooh. He might not even be able to use his
I don't
hands.
know. He got separated or I don't know.
He just got put down.
Something, I don't know. They took him away and they took all his stuff out and never saw him again. So that was pretty bad.
What's that wrestling story you told me with I think it was Alex Vecchio. He was like
No,
running across.
Corey Tyler.
Corey Tyler.
That dog was fucking karate. Already in practice, he tried to be kicking me and shit. Or whoever he's trying to wrestle, but yeah, like a big wrestling tournament with multiple matches going on at one time, and he's gonna go like to the concession stand, and he just stole a hot dog from it. Like they had him like lined up, and he just took one, and then our coach just started yelling at him like, "Hey, get over here!" And middle of the matches, he's running over to him, jumping over kids like while matches are going on. And ridiculous.
Are people like screaming like?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is happening?
Was he eating the hot dog too?
He was when he got over to his coach Burlingham.
Oh
Quinn's
my
dad.
god. What do you miss the most about wrestling?
The workouts. I got fat after. Well,
Yeah?
fatter than I already was.
What about like cutting weight? Did you hate that?
I mean, to be honest, I never had to cut that much. But yeah, that sucked when I did. Just don't. My freshman year, I went hard, and then I started to not care.
Because you realize like.
This isn't worth it.
Yeah.
But I probably should have kept going, and I wouldn't got as fat. I lost a lot of weight freshman year. I went from like 190 to 152.
Wow. How much weight did you lose in boot camp?
Like 30 pounds. But I've gained most of it back, so it's probably more.
That's good.
No, it's not.
No.
I need to lose weight.
Uh,
I'm gonna start grinding when I get to Japan.
yeah.
Hit the gym every day.
Gotta look good for those Japanese girls.
They probably like it. Big, hairy American men.
I've never experienced anything like that before.
Yeah, they get these fucking
No body hair, no. Really short.
eating rice. They don't get any girth to them.
So how much anime have you watched in preparation for going to Japan?
I've actually started watching a good bit.
What have you started watching?
And so far, I finished Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter, Death Note, Parasite.
Naruto?
No.
No Attack on Titan?
I did watch Attack on Titan. I never watched Naruto, and it doesn't look interesting to me. And so much just already stuff about it, and I just don't care.
My roommate tried and convinced me to watch anime. He still tried to convince me, and he says when the final season of Attack on Titan comes out, he's just going to watch it repeatedly so that I have to watch it, turn up full volume.
Attack on Titan is a specific taste, I guess. It's pretty cool, but
Are you excited for the finale?
I'm not that big into it.
Is it going to be like Endgame?
What?
Is it going to be like Endgame?
It is pretty cool. I'm gonna watch it when it comes out, but it's not all that. I do recommend some stuff though. Like, I feel like you like crime and stuff, though. You probably like Death Note. No,
No, just history.
history. Just watched one called. No, you wouldn't like that one. Never mind. It's called Record of Ragnarok, where it's.
Norse stuff.
I thought it was, but it's all gods, like of all religions, and then they want to eliminate humanity finally. So, but one of the Valkyries is like, oh, we should do this thing where so they do a big tournament of gods versus humans, and they just fight each other.
The humans never win, right?
In the last episode, one of them does, but like the catch is that the Valkyries turn themselves into weapons that can compete with the gods. I don't know. So far, like the people I've seen fight is some like Mongolian warrior. I forgot his name. He's like a
Genghis Khan.
No. He's like I guess one of the most fearsome warriors, the strongest, I guess. He fought Thor. And then it was Adam and Eve against Zeus. And then it was some Japanese samurai dude against Poseidon. Yeah.
So who killed JFK?
No one knows.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think Lee Harvey Oswald did it alone?
No.
What about the CIA? You think the CIA did it?
No.
No?
Maybe. No.
What do you think did it?
I know he was like linked with the mafia and stuff too. I don't know.
Do you think it was the mob?
Definitely they had a part in it.
I think it was the CIA and the mob working together.
It could have been. I don't know.
What about, who did 9/11?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Did we go to the moon?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
How is that dumb?
Dude, satellites.
Okay. What does that mean?
If we can send stuff over there, why can't we just go there?
Do you know the chances of successfully making it to the moon? Like now? We're not even talking about 1969.
Have we been to the moon since?
Like, right afterwards.
Go for 2 for 2.
2 for 2, 3 for 3, something like that.
So we did it.
But how come we've never been back? Like, we did it in like 69, 72.
Have other countries made it to the moon?
No.
That is kind of fishy.
Like, right? It's really weird. Why didn't the Russians go to the moon right after us?
I don't know.
It's because they knew it wasn't possible.
No, I didn't forget it.
No, we did not go to the moon.
Why?
Because, like, with the technology in 1969, I don't think it was possible. Like, people just writing code, and they just hope it works, hope nothing goes wrong. And then, also, like, yeah, like, why didn't other countries go to the moon?
That is a weird fact. I thought someone didn't have. Do you think we've been to space at all, at least?
Yeah. I'm not Eddie Bravo. I believe space is a thing. What about jiu-jitsu? Are you gonna get into jiu-jitsu?
I'm probably gonna start back into it when I get to.
Oh, you've already started it?
I've done it for a few years.
Oh, I didn't know that. What belt are you?
So I didn't do it consistently, and I did mostly no gi.
What is that?
So gi is like that their uniform. You know what a gi is with the belts. No gi is just you do jiu-jitsu without that.
So how do you get that?
It's a choice. I'd rather do no gi.
Do you have to like pay it? Like,
I own a gi. It's at my house.
So they just give it to you?
You do have to buy it.
I was gonna say they gotta get money somewhere.
Oh yeah, you have to pay to go to the gym.
Like a one-time thing or every time?
It's probably like a membership, like a monthly thing, probably a yearly thing.
And you just go in and somebody will coach you, teach you?
Yeah, there's probably they have a class schedule and stuff, and free rolling and stuff. But I don't know.
Still interested in the UFC?
I just watched the fight Saturday.
How come the UFC does this thing where like every week like the fights are better than the last?
Hmm?
I don't know, like I see like people talking about it and it's like, oh my god, this is the greatest fight I've ever seen. And it's like, we can't be having the greatest fight you've ever seen every week.
Yeah, they do say that a lot. But there's what's it called? A recency bias. So it's not MMA isn't a forgiving sport where they move on fast.
Well, they have to, right? Because they're doing it every week.
Well, not in that sense, but like memory sense, I guess. Like, oh, they were just calling Khabib the GOAT, but it's just because he's the most dominant champion of recent.
I think he retired, right?
Yeah, but I'm still calling him it was pretty recent. Last year, the year before.
You think he'll come back?
No.
Really? Not even if there's like a good fight?
No.
So he just has to give up his titles then, right?
He already has.
Oh.
The new champ just won last week on Saturday. Charles, I think he would have been the best fight for Khabib. I said that for years.
But he never fought him?
No, he just never lined up.
So what about Conor? Conor's never coming back, right?
He is. He looks huge right now.
How old is he?
Probably early 30s.
He's got to be getting up there.
Dude, the new light heavyweight champion, Glover Teixeira, he just won the world title a couple weeks ago, last month or something. He's like 40, 43, 44, I don't know.
How old was the guy he fought?
I think like 37.
Oh.
But he's still, I think, either tied for the oldest person to ever won a title, or he is the oldest.
So is Conor fighting Cowboy again, or did that already happen?
That happened a while ago, like before I was in the Navy.
No, but that was when he lost, right?
Conor beat him.
How many times has he fought him?
Once.
I thought he fought him before.
No.
Who was the guy Conor just lost to?
Dustin Poirier.
I keep thinking of the same person.
He just fought Saturday and lost to the new champ.
Is Conor going to fight him again?
They'll probably do that again, yeah. Because it's 2-1 now. Well, the last fight was kind of weird. Conor was doing okay, and then he kind of broke his foot.
Oh yeah, that was the fight where like he shouldn't have fought because his leg got broken.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
He had a fracture before the fight, but he fought anyway.
Yeah. So you think that like it'd be a way better fight if that wasn't a thing?
Oh yeah.
Well, what round did he get it broken?
I think it was the second or first. I think it was the second.
And he broke it himself, right, by kicking him?
Yeah, he kicked him, and he kind of says he didn't check it, and I don't know. There's two points where it could have broke, but then he stepped back on it, and it broke.
Did he even notice it, or was there so much adrenaline that?
He noticed it, but you see when like Anderson Silva broke his leg and Chris Weidman, like they were like in agony when they broke their leg. Connie was like yelling at the ref to make sure like, oh, it's because my leg's broke, that's why. It's not a knockout. He was like still talking shit to Dustin and stuff.
Well, he didn't break it that bad, right?
It was like clean, like a break, like it wasn't just a little fracture. It was destroyed. Like, he had a titanium plate in it now and shit.
And they let him fight?
Well, he hasn't fought since. I'm not sure how that works. They just posted a picture and he's weighing like 190 right now, 195, and he's huge. Because he can't do cardio or anything, so he's just lifting.
Oh, because he can't run?
Not right now, yeah. So he's just getting jacked.
Yeah, wasn't he always like 150?
He originally fought at 145.
Yeah.
Let me find the.
He's 190 now? He's never done that before, right?
No. No, save this on here. But yeah, he's huge.
Did you see the Wi-Fi went out last night?
Yeah, it was Russia trying testing it out.
Doesn't even make any sense. Like there was no storm.
They're testing. That's gonna be the new warfare, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna be nukes. It's not gonna be fighting a war. I'm gonna cut off our electricity and networks and everything. We're just gonna crash.
That's all they need to do, really.
You see everything go crazy when Whose hackers hacked that gas line.
Did they ever get money for that? Somebody told me yesterday they just hacked him back.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the way. Or like, no,
What about crypto? You into crypto?
no. I mean, I got late into Bitcoin and Doge, so I'm not gonna try with that. But I'm hoping this new one, Pi, kicks off.
There's a new one.
It's been around for a little bit, but it's called Pi, and I've been grinding that. And it's just every day you click on it, and it farms automatically for the day.
There's not like an automatic one? Automatic farmer?
No, they want to make you work for it a little bit.
That's dumb.
So I just click on it once a day, and it does it for me for the day.
So how much is $1 worth in Pi?
I don't think any yet.
It's that low?
It's new. That's how it all works.
So how much is Bitcoin?
A lot.
What do you mean a
I
lot?
don't even know.
Like, what is one Bitcoin?
A whole lot. I don't know the worth. Like, I'm sure you can Google it, but I have no clue. I know there was an old like tournament or something like, you know, like random like COD tournaments at like malls and stuff they have sometimes. I don't know, where like they do a prize like first, second, third, and I remember like the first prize like $500, second was like $100, and the third place prize was like 5 Bitcoin, and so that's like giant profit now, way better than those 2 other prices, whatever it was.
So how much do you know about crypto? Because I don't know anything. Like,
I don't know too much.
it seems pretty sketchy.
I don't know why it has worth. I don't know anything, but
So why did you get this Pi thing?
Demar's told me to get it.
When'd you talk to DeMars?
Hey, this was a while ago. Hey, he just randomly sent me a message one day. I was in Florida.
Get this coin.
No, because you get, the more people refer to it, the more you get from mining it.
Oh, so he's into it.
Yeah. So since I'm under him, he gets more. The more people you get, the more you mine.
That's what happens when you don't give him a health job. He starts investing in crypto. How old is DeMars?
I don't know.
30s, right?
Late 30s probably now.
He's definitely got a kid in Korea.
Probably. I don't know if he's touched a woman before.
Yeah. Well, didn't he have a girlfriend there for a while that was like helping him coach track? Whatever you...
When?
Like when we were in high school.
I don't think it was his girlfriend, no.
What's your favorite memory from high school?
Too many. To be honest, I have an awful memory. I don't remember shit. I don't even know why.
Really? Do you remember us first bell study hall?
In the library?
Sleeping in the library?
Yeah. Remember when you got ISS for going to Mimi's?
Yeah, that was completely my fault.
What'd you even do? How'd that happen?
I tried to get a pass.
Why'd you get a pass?
Yes! Because it was gym, and like, gym was like the only strict place about passes, you know, like holiday.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, I should have just showed up to gym without a pass. Would have been better. But I tried getting a pass, and they're like, "Wait, what do you mean? You're just showing up now?" Oh, this is very dumb.
Yeah, we all just walked out.
Yeah. And then one of the days, somebody let Fasulo know I was at Mimi's, so I walked into Econ late, and he's like, "So how was Mimi's?" I was like, that was really awkward. I hated Econ though, so it's fine.
I didn't even take the test.
The AP test?
No.
You took AP Econ though?
Yeah.
Why didn't you take the test?
Because I wasn't going to fail. I was like, I'm not paying for this if I know I'm going to fail.
Did we have to pay for the test?
Yeah.
How much?
A couple hundred, I'm pretty sure.
No way.
Yeah. At least 100.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I wish I would have known that. I wouldn't have taken it either.
Did you pass?
No.
It was so easy at first, and then I
got
stopped.
2.
It was so easy at first, and I stopped paying attention, and I just didn't know anything.
I didn't think it was easy.
Like the first couple weeks, it was super easy. I was interested in stuff, and then I just stopped paying attention.
Wait, were you in my class or the other class?
I think yours.
Second bell?
Yeah.
Do you remember that one day where we just didn't do class and you just talked about hunting with like Josh
like
and
raccoons and possums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how we burned his skunks in the backyard because he didn't know what to do with them?
Yeah. It was fun.
And how we had a crazy life growing up in Syracuse. His dad throwing him around.
Well, I don't remember that.
I don't know. He said sometime like he put a dent. They're playing basketball and they put a dent in his dad's car or something. And his grandpa just wheeled inside. And then his dad came home and like threw one of the brothers like over the couch.
It's weird.
High school, like, thinking about like teachers now, like that I'm older, like it's like who becomes a teacher?
Dude, that's my fallback plan.
Become a teacher?
Yeah.
In what? Crypto?
That's probably what we'll be. Like finance.
Oh my god, I can see it.
I'm all about finance. I'd probably be like, I don't know, bio or like.
How to defend against a missile?
I'm probably like bio or global or just gym.
Gym. I wonder how many people are out there right now thinking they're really going to become gym teachers when there's no jobs available, you know?
It's a good backup plan. I mean, teachers don't get paid the most, but
Good benefits.
yeah, and when like good vacation and hours.
Gotta wake up at like 6 a.m. though.
I'm waking up earlier now.
Yeah, what would your sleep schedule be like? Like, what's your sleep schedule like right now when you're not in the Navy? You sleep in?
When I'm like home right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been sleeping till like sometimes 11.
Like 11 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh. I've been sleeping.
Like 10, 11. I'm waking up.
I've been sleeping till like 3 p.m. for the last 4 days. This is the first day I got up before 1.
I'm like, why?
I got up at 1, actually.
But on the ship, it all depends. When I like quarters and stuff, and like.
Yeah, do you work 7 days a week on the ship?
Yeah, every day you have. Well, it depends. It depends if we're underweight or not. If we're in port, no, we have weekends off.
You
Unless
still have to work when you're in port?
you do like maintenance and stuff, yeah.
Oh.
Most of our job is maintenance. And just preservation and making sure, trying to make sure stuff doesn't break so we don't have to fix it, rather than fix it when it breaks.
Is it like delicate or is it just like part of the like
It's just
routine?
old and routine.
It's old?
Everything's old.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like high tech?
No.
I thought it would be high. So how old's the equipment? Like 40 years?
Dude, it's old.
How old's old?
Over 20 at least years.
Like in the 90s?
Yeah.
So what are the computers like?
It depends. Like the shit I work on, that shit is ancient.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Why is it ancient?
Because they'd rather, for my job, they'd rather invest in other stuff rather than us. So.
I don't know. Missile defense is pretty
Yeah,
important.
yeah. They're just started making. Well, I didn't just started making, but they just made a newer version. But I should. The older stuff works better than that.
So really, do they have like Windows? Like, how does it work, or is it their own system?
I'm not exactly sure. Like,
Probably can't say.
yeah, there's different stuff. Yeah, that's secret.
But it's not like Windows.
No, not the stuff I work on. The thing I work on looks like pretty much a giant like Game Boy Color. I'm not even kidding.
Oh God, that's not good.
Yeah. But it works. Like, we don't really need much. Like the newer stuff, the newer system, yeah, it's a lot better. And like the controls work better and more options to use stuff.
What
But
about like detection? Is the detection better?
yes, it's further, I guess.
That would seem like a priority.
Yeah, but it they're breaking a lot though, the newer ones.
The newer ones are breaking a lot?
Yeah, because it's more software based than they can go out and fix it. It's more like computer based stuff. So the stuff I'm gonna be working on the older version. Like I can just go out there and look. I have all my workbooks back home that are unclassified that I can show, but it's just like not blueprints, schematics, and so I just go out there, find what connects to what, and see why this isn't working, and I can just fix it. I order a new part or something. The new stuff, you can't really do that because it's just all wiring and internal stuff, more like.
So how big's the computer you work with? If you even work with a computer?
Yeah, it's.
Is it like a desktop, like the old desktops?
It's kind of. I'm sure you can look up a picture. I don't know if it is, but it's like you sit down on your chair, and it's like this big box-looking thing with a keyboard, a trackball, or a joystick. Depends what everything
No
is.
mouse?
Mouses don't really work on a ship. You're me turning and like.
Yeah, but it's not that bad, right?
It can get
Is
bad.
that bad?
It can get. Depends how calm the waters are, but you can be thrown on fucking to the side of the room.
You get used to it though, right?
I'm sure, yeah. But you're gonna be seat belted in your chair at the computer.
What about on your bed?
I don't know.
You could just get thrown from your bed, right?
Yeah. Dude, the old ones, like, they used to be built into the wall. It was just like beds on chains hooked to the ceiling, and you can see them just like.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that in like old movies.
Yeah.
So what are they now? Like,
They're kind of like built into the wall. But
are you excited for the 20th?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm glad I left.
Yeah.
It's I've experienced so much new stuff and new people and just. You know, I don't even know. I'd probably still be working at a Spiegel sub shop right now.
You would be going to college?
Yeah, I probably would, but I just don't want to rely on that. Like just having a degree and being in debt and not, and just that scares me. And then just having no job security when you finally get that.
Yeah. So how much are you gonna have when you come out of the Navy? Are you gonna be pretty well off?
It depends how I.
You gonna buy a cello?
Nah, I want to come back from Japan with what are they called? I forgot what they're called. Those Japanese like sport cars everyone likes.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
One with the right-hand drive.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I think it look cool.
It's so dumb. How are you gonna drive?
On the right hand.
Yeah, but it's gonna confuse you driving on the right side of the car.
Oh, you so I'm not dumb. I can like, oh look, I'm on this
Is that
side.
even legal? Not even sure that's legal.
If it's over 25 years old, yeah.
What if it's not?
If it's not what?
Over 25 years. What if it's like a modern version?
I'll get the older version. The older version is what everyone wants. The one that will be 25 years as I leave Japan. I timed it out perfect.
Assuming nobody's bought it out.
I mean, there's multiple of them.
Oh, okay.
It's like a pretty common car. I forgot what they're called now. But they're worth a lot over here. And since I'll be able to import for free,
So are they good quality or are they like cheap?
they're good.
What company is it?
I can't think of it. I've been talking about it for a while.
It's not Toyota. Camry.
I forgot. Why are you?
No, Camry's a brand of Toyota. Oh.
I don't know. I forgot. But they're worth a lot over here. So if I don't end up wanting it, I can sell it for a lot. And then I'm gonna try to take advantage of the VA loans and own some properties.
Own some properties.
Yeah, so I'm gonna probably extend for another 2 years on my contract and get stationed. I'll be on a shore command after this next one, so depending where I am, I'll buy some property there. The VA loan, it works, so you can use it, and then if you live in the house you use it on for at least a year, you can use the VA loan again. And so I'll probably try to get a duplex, and I'll live in one side and rent out the other side, and charge the people, shouldn't use them to pretty much pay it off, or at least like what's the amount you pay every month for your
Rent.
Well, if I own it, I can rent.
Your mortgage.
Yeah, my mortgage. So I use them to pay off my mortgage and just live in it pretty much for free. And then
Depending on how long your mortgage is. I mean,
Well,
eventually got to pay your mortgage off.
exactly. So and then after a year, or when I finally move out, I'll use another VA loan to buy a house for myself, and I'll rent out both sides, and I'll just keep paying it off.
So you're gonna keep the duplex?
Yeah, and just keep that's free money once I finally pay it off. Just keep and eventually, if I want to sell it, eventually, houses right now usually only go up in value.
Yeah. So where are we thinking? Are we thinking like New York State or somewhere warm?
It depends where I get stationed next. And after I finish my contract, before I buy a VA loan, wherever I'm gonna live after, I'll probably end up coming back here. Unfortunately.
Really? You want to stay away?
Well, it depends. There's nothing up here that really.
I'm gonna bring Fulton back. What are you talking about? We're gonna have everything.
All right, Mr. Mayor.
Wait, what do you want? Just let me know. I'll get it.
I'll just see what job opportunities there are first. Obviously,
I can get the chocolate factory back.
I'll probably. I know Lockheed Martin.
Oh yeah, in Liverpool.
And they're the ones who make our equipment, at least.
They're still hiring.
So I might maybe try to get a job there, or see where my top secret clearance can get me, because those are worth a lot.
CUNY's wife worked for Lockheed Martin.
Who?
CUNY.
Oh.
Remember the guy who named his daughter after his ex-wife?
Did he
Yeah,
actually?
that guy. Yeah.
Dude, he was my favorite teacher. One of
So
them.
funny.
I love CUNY. But I'll see what job opportunities present themselves when I'm getting out.
What do you think of Pensacola? Would you live there?
No.
No? Why not?
This place is so shitty.
Really?
It's like it's pretty much Alabama, which, I mean, there's worse places, but I wouldn't permanently live there, I don't think.
Isn't like
The beaches are nice.
Isn't the base like its whole like economy basically?
Probably. The NAS, yeah. That's where the Blue Angels are and stuff. They're pretty cool. Every day you'd see them flying around.
Every day?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Whenever they're in town.
So what do they do? Are they like just jets specifically made for like showing off, or do they
Pretty
actually
much,
have
yeah.
combat
I
abilities?
think they're just for showing off. They're like you know what the Harlem Globetrotters are? They're pretty much the Harlem Globetrotters of the Navy. They just do tricks and stuff.
Like F-15s?
I don't know, they were in the jets.
Well, they gotta be old, right? I mean, they're not gonna give them like the top stuff.
Probably. I don't know. They're like the prized pilots pretty much.
How much do those guys get paid?
Probably a lot. I don't know what rank they are. I'm pretty sure they're all officers.
Wow.
Just to do tricks in the sky.
What about Chicago, where you did boot camp? Do you live there?
I just, well, I was only in boot camp. I didn't.
What about the climate? What was the climate like? When did you do it? The summer?
Yeah, I got there in August, left there October.
So was it cold?
Towards the end, yeah, it was really cold. I know as I was leaving, there was supposed to be a bad snowstorm, like the day I left. But
Wow.
it didn't snow yet before that.
So how? This is probably a dumb question, but how did you get from Chicago to Pensacola? Did they pay for your plane ticket?
We flew on a military plane.
Just all of you? No.
Yeah, so we wouldn't have to quarantine when we got there.
They think you're like first class?
No, it was sucked because when I first got to boot camp, when I got landed in the airport there, my phone died. So when I finally got to boot camp, my phone was dead. It was dead until I got to Florida.
So your phone was dead for like 8 weeks?
Yeah.
It's probably good for it. Oh, it's not running.
I sold it immediately. Well, I got rid of it immediately when I
Really?
bought a new phone when I got to Florida.
What'd you have?
Like some Samsung something. I don't know. I think like it was old.
What do you have now?
iPhone 12.
I don't even know what number they're on.
I think 13. I just need to hurry up and pay it off though, so I can kind of running low on time and you get an international plan.
So is Navy paying you right now while you're on?
Yeah, I just got paid last night.
Oh my god.
You get paid twice a month.
Like no matter what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. As long as you're in, you get paid twice a month.
And then when you go on the ship, pay's gonna be like doubled.
You get paid for different things. So I'll get, since living in Japan, I get something called E-Cola. I don't know what it stands for or anything.
That's a disease.
Is it? No.
E. coli.
That's E. coli, yeah. It's like international. You get some money for like international pay, and once you make E5, you get like BAH and stuff, and like a housing allowance.
Wow.
You get that too if you're married, no matter what rank you are. Yeah, money for like food and housing.
So you're pretty much set. Like you're gonna get paid twice a month, every month for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
You're just set.
Yeah. And then like say I'm on deployment. Usually deployment was what, like 6 months. I can't really spend money unless I'm in port on deployment, so I'll be saving money the whole time.
Yeah, how does that work? You gotta get like a credit card that works over there?
I'm sure my credit card works. I have one with Navy Federal, which is like their own banking. But yeah, so I would just be sitting on a ship doing my job in the middle of the ocean, not be able to spend my money, so I'll just be saving it.
Well, spending it on
Oh
dubious
yeah,
amounts of alcohol.
yeah, and port and women and.
What's your favorite drink? What's your go-to drink?
I don't even know.
You don't even know?
It depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like, who else do I know is drunk tequila? I hate sipping. I hate mixed drinks.
Really?
They're annoying.
Why are they annoying?
I get full. Like, my stomach ends up hurting. Like, I can't drink that much liquid. I'd rather just take shots. I do tequila. If I'm gonna sip, I'll probably do like vodka mixed with something or whiskey.
But shots of tequila. That's the way to go.
Yeah, just doing shots of vodka just tastes like rubbing alcohol. You can do shots of whiskey too, but it's not the greatest.
What about tequila? What
So
does tequila taste like?
not good. No shots taste good. I'll tell you that.
What do you mean? Vodka tastes good.
Like some stuff you can tolerate and like doesn't taste bad, but I don't know.
What's your favorite tequila?
The one I drink the most is called Milagro. It's an acquired taste, I'll tll you that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hated it first. Hated it.
So why'd you keep drinking it?
Because that's the last one I bought. Buy bottles like that big.
Oh my god.
And then we go through them in like a night.
So was he? What was he like mentally? Like he was 29, but was he like just like you guys?
I mean, yeah, he's grown up, but yeah, he's just like us. But you don't really see age when you're in the military. Like everyone's equal.
You don't really see age.
Like obviously, like the higher ups, it's more based on rank. Like you hang out with whoever is around your rank, I guess.
Yeah, but if somebody's younger than you and they have a higher rank, wouldn't that like cause a problem? Some people.
What do you mean?
Like if there's someone younger than you and they have a higher rank than you.
I mean, some people have that inferiority. What's it called? Inferiority complex.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess, but you're gonna find people like that wherever you go.
Mm-hmm.
Say you get into a job or a business or whatever, and the owner of the business is younger than the workers. And yeah, why would I want to work for him? He's younger than me. But it's just how it goes sometimes. You gotta respect it.
Yeah.
But
So anything you want to say to the people before we wrap this up?
I don't know.
Any parting messages before the land of the rising sun?
We gave him 2 more sons. And I'm gonna go make a son.
And now there's anime.
Yeah, we caused that. Was there anime before that?
I don't know. That's what me and my roommate discussed on the last night of us at college. Was like, if we didn't nuke them, would there still be anime?
I remember when the first anime came out.
I don't know. 1946, right after the war.
It's actually about the war.
Probably. That's all they had to talk about. Everything else was destroyed.
Only in those 2 cities.
Yeah, the rest of Japan was fine.
Yeah. Back then, they were pretty much still samurais.
No, they weren't.
Pretty much.
They were civilized.
Were they?
I mean, they had wooden houses, which...
Their morals were a lot different back then.
Yeah. But it's just how it was.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have like an honor society, right?
Still, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good for them.
All depends on what you consider civilized.
Yeah.
You should get a samurai sword when you're over there.
Just walk around with it.
I don't know about that, but I think Ken's stepdad was in the Marines and he has a samurai sword because he was stationed in Japan.
I'll go find a Japanese temple and find one.
I just want to see a samurai sword, man. Just bring one back.
Oh, an authentic one?
Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
That it?
I guess.
Alright. Next time we do this podcast, whenever that'll be, we'll be out of the Navy, chilling with a wife, hot wife.
I'm gonna be home. I can still take leave.
Alright. Bye, everybody.